Well, that was terrifying. So today was the day. We were going to take my new triathlon bike outside the house, outside the neighborhood, and actually do a proper multi-hour ride with it. And I got to tell you, I was excited. I went up in West Austin at Pace Bend Park, which I think is a state park. So it's closed off from public roads, and it's mostly like a square or rectangle. There's a lot of straightness to it, basically. So there wasn't going to be a lot of turns. And so with my neighborhood rides, I knew the bike was fast. And so I wanted to get out there and see what I could do over the course of 2 to 3 hours. And let me tell you, it was scary. Man, so the loop around Pace Bend Park is 6 miles, and it was not flat. If you look at my stats, I'll show you, I did almost 3,000 feet of elevation. And so there were a lot of uphills and there were a lot of downhills. And I got to tell you, going down those hills on the aero bars was terrifying. And I don't care if there were no cars around, but the idea of, having this twitchy bike that you're on top of and flying at 35 miles an hour down the road and having no hands on the brakes, that was absolutely terrifying to me. And so, the point of this ride was really just to get familiar with this, to get familiar with like the placement of my water bottles. And so I did not try like hard for the majority of the ride today. It was really just trying to get comfortable. By lap like 7 or 8, I started to get more comfortable. So like mile 40-ish, I started to get more comfortable. And I finally gave it like a really decent effort on the last lap. And that's where I did just over 200 watts of power, roughly 20 miles an hour. And, here are my stats for that. But that was basically my best lap. But I feel like coming out of the ride today, I feel more comfortable. I'm really glad I did this. There was no way I was going to survive in El Salvador without doing more of this bike handling. And I need to get out there more. I need to actually now go and get a proper workout in. But overall, it was a great day. It was awesome weather. And I'm looking forward to continuing to get better at the bike. In terms of how I felt, my right Achilles is like, it was flaring a little bit as I rode on the bike. It feels okay now the evening of, but this is definitely something I'm going to have to watch because I don't want to, make this a big deal. But otherwise, it was a great day. It was great to get out there. I can't wait to get out there again, actually. I feel just from today, my bike handling is going to be better, and I feel more prepared for the El Salvador race. So all good things. I'll see you tomorrow. We've got a long swim plan.